you thought that action was it, no. We have so much more, Cal. That was insanity for our first match. It's absolutely insane. But we have game already ready for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. We're hopping straight into it. Monarchs against ASG. Make your predictions in chat. Cal, I'm going first. I say ASG.
See this guy. Go. See, AR. Can I be talking first? Can I be making my prediction first?
No,
but you know what? I'm gonna go UAHMC. If you guys know me, I'm a big fan of the ASG. So UAHMC all the way, man. I've got my eyes on you, man. AR. Me versus you. Let's go.
Listen, you see, when you do the alphabet of AR and Cal, the A comes first. So I have to go ahead and put my prediction first. So we'll see how that happens. Right now, your pick, UAHMT, currently in the lead. 20-2 right now over on their captures, and I mean cleaning up currently for our P1 over here. And man, we didn't even get to talk about what happened in that last one, the hype that last one was, because these players were ready to go, man.
This is, I mean, look at Batman there with the freaking shotgun doing career movement all over the entire map, and so far so good. P1 is almost done and dusted. ESG are not even able to get above that 2-button mark. We need to go to the next hill, don't forget that now. So if you're UAHMT, you started things with a very good now, it's about to open up, and I can tell AR right now is pushing the end, fighting the ancestors and saying, how, why did I choose ESG? But UAHMT so far, they're showing exactly why Carl is the best predictor in Africa. Once again, he's going to get there first. Look at that mini map. We're going to find at him. Squealer able to come to the finds the double, Trent finds him, puts him down, and UAH are still in the lead.
Grenade out.
Yeah, Peter's about to open up. Peter actually about to open up. It's going to get there. UAHMT are going to have the better spawns. And if you're ASG, well, you need to make a deal with one eventually. They do know that. Look at Batman with the equalizer, finding a double kill to open, then drop once again. The Sparrow also gets popped out. Six finds anybody there. Waiting, finding more. Batman going wild, and Berserk finds a 4 on the board. Looking for a whole lot more to go. ASG now with a war machine to go and get that break. Then best in the spawn waiting for them. That's going to be C with a 10 kill mark. The floor for extra, finding a double, clears out the hell. But it's not going to be enough as ESG are going to swarm that front door, and they are looking to people on the spawn. But look at Batman there. He's in kill mark, he gets in hand, and he's still hoping and praying they come towards him. Straight down with the claw, the spray and spray, literally finding one more value. The death machine gets knocked down, and ESG are trying to close that gap.
I mean, I'm so glad that I get to commentate over ASG over here. I missed out on the opportunity to do so for the Africa Cup qualifiers that happened at LAN. Now we get to witness them all in their grand favor as they get those points up. They tie those points up, and hell, they take the lead from UAH currently. And they look to be on a roll, snowboarding. But look at that spawn right now that UAH does have. I mean, they can shut down ASG for as long as they possibly want over here. And you can see the attempts coming through as well. And in fact, the confirmations on it currently coming through. They start getting on that point. They tie us up. They take the lead. And they're looking to hold this point for as long as they possibly can. As Extra finds 3 in that kill feed. Beautifully done. And now finally goes down.
UAHMT are right back at the lead. Don't forget that. 3 falls there. It's a back and forth game so far. Nobody's letting it go too much for either side. But now we're going to go towards that P4. UAHMT are locking it down. They're going to get thrown towards the hill. Not even being found. But V-Nex able to get that break solo. He finds 2 kills. Puts them down. And that hill is now going to be dead. Batman with the shotgun fall behind. Not good for anybody. He's just going to get put down there once again. And if you're ASG now, you're about to go and tie that lead. Look at the scoreline on P4. It's about to expire. So rotations back to P1. It's going to be on course here.
Of course, with all of this chaos, you gotta be wondering what the comms are like. In fact, we have the listen in, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's one. One hit then.
Top one shot.
One beat him.
Beat him. One mid stairs.
Mister's got me. Stop. Let's push together.
I'm gonna smoke.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Watch
smoke.
yourself.
Jumping down.
I'm coming from snow.
Point. One machine server. Beat them. Boy,
One missing dead. One beat him.
Big doors, big doors.
He's dead. Beat him. I lose sparrows.
One beat them side.
Bro,
Beat
get
them,
needed.
Misters.
I'm pretty hurt now.
Nice.
Misters. On the right side.
Beat him. Nice.
And so even on the score right now, clear comments coming out of UAH, and I mean ASG is keeping that lead right now, but barely keeping that lead. Contest now over on point as well, and it is cleared out by ASG. UAH now finally back onto the contest, coming through again for this final bit of points, but we will be moving over to next point, ladies and gentlemen. P2 about to unlock. Predator missile coming through as well. And if you're UAH, you want to go ahead and close that gap effectively in this point right now. You want to dominate this point. You want to get every single bit closer that you can to that target and hold down ASG. And it seems like they are doing that quite well. Contest now finally comes through. ASG gonna go ahead and get that point right now. And in fact, let's see what ASG has to say.
Green. 3 green. Going top one.
Green side corner.
One more you.
Nice, it's point green. Nice. I'm going watching big door.
Bottom con.
I have a big door. Just get that. Nice, I'm going top. Rotate on you.
P1, big door. What's the big door? Big door.
No, new.
Big door. Go next. One in you on the forklift. He's on the area there. Phoenix, go deep.
Dead.
One more big door. Nice.
I got this.
Okay, nice. Just me. Just watch my snow. I have me.
A shout out to ZA boys over there. Clean comms going through. Consistent, precise comms going through. And you can see it filling up that kill feed as well. Squid and Storm both going to go ahead and get those kills. Now we even have the War Machine out from next as well. 158 on the points. Climbing currently, Cal. With 40 seconds left on the clock, UAH have a mountain to climb right now.
Yeah, not how they started the game, by the way. They started off so solid and so confident. And also, if you're just joining the stream and you were here in the APX Season 2 and you're surprised or confused as to how the ASG roster now has 7can, Storm, Scream, Toxic, and not the Nova roster, well, there's been a lot of transfers here and there, and ASG, the new ASG is now the old Nova, and Ascend is the former ASG with Din, the MUG, Sunflower, and the rest of the boys. So, yep, that's to keep you guys up to date. But in the meantime, on the actual game itself, ASG are going to get the lead heavily locked in as they are about to hit that 200-point mark. And if you're UAHMT, you started off so well, but now they started to fall off so bad. P4 is going to open up. Who's going to get Death Fans? Raging for the spawn, for the anchor, but can he hold it down? The answer might be no, because you can see ASG so far, they're winning every gunfight when it matters the most. Raging, Batman, they go to, they find the kill edge, but Storm there with the Death Machine, the literal pray and spray maniac machine, finding the double, clearing out that hell still, above the 200-point mark they go. And if you're UAHMT, what happened?
Man, if you're UAH, you had a phenomenal start to this, especially as a first appearance in APS. But ASG, man, locking it down. They know what they need to do. They do it effectively. They do it so well that you're going to call them John Wick while they're doing it. And 225 is where the points stand right now. They won't get the full target on this point. But I mean, with the remaining 20 points needed, oh, it's going to be a tough uphill battle for UAH on this next point. 233, 134, scrap points going towards UAH right now. Look at that, rotations back over to P1, and I mean, quite evenly challenged right now. Nade's coming through. In fact, it is going to be UAH that clear out ASG over on this point. Point now finally about to unlock, and it does go ahead and start off with ASG. Suddenly they get that points up, about 10 needed for ASG to go ahead and be victorious in our first map over here, and we're counting down the seconds, counting down the moments to go ahead and say that ASG go ahead and win our first map.
Oh, I cannot wait in peace again. Kai, bruh. I have no words. I am utterly stunned. Guys, for the record, I wasn't given a chance to predict on time, so I just say anything that comes to my mind. Yeah, so it's not like I predicted wrongly. I just didn't get a chance to say. The game happened so fast, guys. Not my fault, so. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Oh my god, AR. Here you go again. The victory lap.
I mean, man, you had to go ahead and get predictions up in that intermission, man. You had to spend your time thinking about what was to come, and right now, 250 to 140 is what we witness in our first map. Squid dropping a 45 over in that map, and rivaled over to Badman over there with 41. So this is going to be an even game that we witness in our best of 3. And what I'm curious to see, Cal, is how these teams perform over on SND right now. Is it going to be a run back of what we just saw in our first series, where we go back and forth for the most part, and we still have that even plays coming through? Or is it going to go ahead and be a full wipe by ASG? And Slums is where we're going to go ahead and determine that, and we get to see standoff over on Control later on as well. You look defeated, man. What's wrong?
I don't even want to say, man. This is not my game. Two bad predictions, bro. I'll be fine. I always recover out of these things. I'm just gonna put this off the record and make it clear. Production has been against me the entire day. Same thing for AR. Same thing for even the fans. It's literally
cut his audio, Prad. Cut his audio.
No, this has to go on the camera, guys. This is me unveiling the conspiracy theory going on. But in the meantime, though, ASG have kickstarted things off in a pretty good note. Don't forget, it's a best of 3, and of course, it's gonna be fast to get 2 maps to win the entire thing. But you do have to play all 3 maps according to the rule sets. But if you're ASG now, you are properly positioned to win the entire thing. UAHMT though, there's a very fun fact I want to throw into this one as well, and a player that we haven't seen the entire day. Michael is one of the standout players for UAHMT. He did not play the Hardpoint, and also he's one of the only players that has played all 3 of the APS season 1, 2, and 3, but with 3 different teams. He played season 1 with an entirely different team, Trinity 911. He played season 2 with NATO, and now he's playing season 3 with UAHMT. Michael, what?
No, I'm going to say that Cal is trying to spread propaganda, and I'm going to side with production. Anyway, our map flyover is here, ladies and gentlemen. Our map flyover, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for SND back over on Slums right now for season 3 of the African Pro Series, APS. Talk about over here, Cal. The ones right now that we're talking about, though, is UAH. Can they go ahead and further this game out, tie us up on those points, and take us to that third map tied up? Or is ASG going to go ahead and just stomp through the opposition?
Yeah, in the meantime as well, don't forget, guys, to make sure you're picking your fantasy team. Speaking about fantasy, I did not pick my team for this week. Guess why? Because production, they deleted my account. I opened a new account, they delete them again. So I don't know what's happening with me and production, guys. But yeah, make sure you're predicting your fantasy teams, and also playing your PKMs, because there is a massive prize pool attached to the entire thing. Speaking about the actual game itself so far, UAHMT are going to get the very first kill in the name of Batman from Garvina there, finding the very first kill, and that's a back and forth very often in the game. He has down to a 2v4. Nobody's going to get locked in for the boys of UAHMT. If you're ASG though, you haven't had a perfectly good start to the S&D, but again, you have Storm with the maximum rifle, and your MVP from Hardpoint, Quid on the sniper, and they can definitely make a difference.
Storm finds out Raging over there, now looking to go ahead and make a play off of that. In fact, numbers going to drop even more. Storm finds extra as well. Takes us down to that 2v2 snipe. Looking to go ahead and come out of save right now. But no, nothing as of yet. Quick jump over there is not found over by Badman. And right now, just a cleanup, man. Clinical. Clinical is the term that you use right now for ASG. Well played over there, losing numbers first and still coming back with that defuse. And they now get that initial lead of 1-0.
I tell you when the Kickstarter things off, I don't know how the clutch happened. That was a 2v4. I thought it was going to be your HMT, but they are letting me down so far. 4 kills in that round for Storm. Almost had the entire age. This man, the praise he has to be puffing up right now. But again, round 2 opens up. They have to do the exact same thing if they want to stay up. But UHMT are going to get very aggressive. Badman goes in, Raging goes in, back and forth happens. Storm finds a double there off the back of the round. This man is an absolute nightmare. Phoenix gets put down. Vital kills. Squid finds one more. And it's Raging and Steven a 2v2 with the bomb getting planted.
And man, that snipe was absolutely beautiful. Bomb is planted though. That puts the pressure over on ASG right now. Again, Squid and Storm, the last 2 alive within this. You know, we often see history repeating itself. We just saw it a little bit ago. Is it going to happen right here? Save with the snipe, though, is going to say, no, 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 not just yet. Wallbang, too, nonetheless, on top of that. And it leaves Squid as the last alive right now. Looking for a little snipe of their own, but Save has already flanked that, and now we have that tied score. We've seen this tied score happen just a couple of moments ago, Cal, in our first series. I swear, if history repeats itself, I might just go lie down on the bed behind me. I'm gonna cast lying down, guys.
I am counting on that. UHMT so far. They're gonna go aggressive. Batman see they find value. Batman making a double. The SMG goes big. Screen for a trade there. Finds a killer spawn the middle fountain. Puts the player down. Extra gets put down. Steve not with a sniper in hand. 5 kill mark. The numbers are not in favor of ASG, and it's all down to Squid here. But I mean, it's a literal one-man wrecking army. He can do the job for their side. 1v1. It's all down to our last 2 players. Squid from South Africa. Batman from Garena. And it's all down to them. SMG against Maxon Rifle. This is it. This is it. Both POVs, you can see them. Who's going to make that move at the first? Squid knows. Don't think he has any idea for sure. The bomb is in a very bad spot. He's got to get that bomb picked up. He does know that, but Batman, check your corners, I beg you. He checks it. Oh, but Squid says not today. Finds him and puts him down first. And ASG, 2-1 on the board. Do we take that lead?
Hey, you say the numbers were not in the favor of ASG. The numbers are forever in the favor of ASG. They get that second round off of that 1v1 clutch. Somehow, some way, dropping that number so quickly. But we get into round number 4 ever so quickly right now. And once again, you know what? We don't even have a round number 4. We're just going to go straight to round number 5, Cal, because I don't know what the hell I just witnessed as UAH just turned into Thanos, snapped their fingers, and said, "Nah, we want this round instead." All Infinity Stones gathered, and we move into round number 5. I don't even know what to say about that, Cal. Any thoughts on that one?
Okay, you know what? This is upsetting. I don't know what that round was. 22-4. That was less than 20 seconds for sure. Less than 15 even. But yeah, we got those. Squid gets put down. Vital first kill. 2 more. 1 more player follows suit, and it's all down to a 3v5 now. Extra for a flank on the flankers. Now V-Nex overextended. Sniper gets the first volley. Might get a double Twix, but Extra with the back shots puts him down to sleep. And UHMT are going to get the lead in the Search and Destroy for the very first time. And if you're a Warsports gaming, well, man.
I mean, now you got to be thinking what ASG has to be feeling and thinking off of that pure aggression. In fact, let's actually listen to what they're thinking and saying.
Maybe. Flanking.
Push up on bomb. Push up. 3, 5, 5, 5,
No, 1 Graves, 5, 4B.
Yeah.
One top.
One more, one fountain. One fountain. It died. Nice.
Nice one.
C was playing
On your
Graves.
left.
Nice.
Grave side.
Left side, left one.
He's on fountain. I think they go.
Okay, look the fountain.
Oh, bricks. I had him.
One Graves as well.
Graves.
Bricks and Graves.
Grave
Nice,
side.
last some bricks. 3v1 guy bricks.
Okay, I'm behind the
It's
box.
extra.
Graves.
It's extra.
You can defuse.
They still.
He's on the bomb. He's one tap.
Nice. Good retake.
They get that 3rd round off of the defuse over there, but I gotta let the ZA come out of me, man. Nah, bro, why you brasa sound so tired, man? It's only 8:30, guys. Wake up, lock in. You're fine over here. You tie that up. ASG 3-3 right now against UAH. I mean, now they have to come to that full aggression out of UAH right now. Let's see if they can go ahead and counter it effectively. And look at that. I mean, UAH already on point, but I mean, what does that even matter when the double comes out of Toxic and Storm over there? Numbers dropping so quickly on UAH. ASG, they just rolled back what UAH did live in person, and they take a 4th round.
My God, the back and forth is so annoying, but it says what it says. It's kind of expected at this level. These 2 top teams, don't forget, this is UAHMT's first ever appearance in the EPS, and they need to make a show. And they've lost the very first map. They can't afford to lose out of 3. And as we saw their first, ever timers in the EPS did get a map off of Series 7. So if you're UAHMT, the least you can also do is get a map off of ASG, or perhaps even go the extra mile and get that double. But in the meantime, though, it's 4 and 3 on the board, and we have a 5v5. Nobody's getting put down quite as yet. Raging with the responsibility of putting that bomb down for their side. Extra gets first though. Then the wall bank for Raging finds no value. Heat markers are going to get found though, but now we're down to a 5v4. In
fact, we actually have a listening for UAH in this situation. Let's actually get over to that really quickly.
I'm playing for blue.
Wait, ban.
Bro, this guy is laying down blue on the right side.
I have a backpack.
On beat them. Beat them.
Where's this guys? Yeah, 40 seconds, please. 40 seconds.
Look, coffee. Can go A.
Go, we'll bang it again.
Timing.
Okay, it's fine.
My favorite comment out of that entire round was, he's just laying in blue next to me. I love hearing that, Cal. 5-3 is where we are right now, and UAH, they tried to play it out a little bit more methodical. They tried to slow down the pace over there. It did not work in their favor. ASG still finding every shot to land. Let's see what...
Damn.
Listen, Cal, we saw this a couple rounds ago.
Yeah, like, it cannot fit to happen. Don't worry, it will not happen. I have summoned my people. They will not let that happen. V-Nex, though, he's the last one standing in the 1v4. He's got a sniper in hand, immediate assault. And can he find any sort of value? Extra's waiting there on Fountain. The bomb is in a very bad spot. He's going to get that bomb picked up. He does know that, but there's no way possible. As Radiant finds him, marksman rifle straight to the head, puts him down, and 5 and 4 on the board. And at the moment, if you're UAHMT, well, your community's close. That's the important thing. Don't forget, the last time we saw an S&D this back and forth, the away side ended up winning the whole thing. Right now, UAHMT are the team on the away side. My prediction, I beg.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Defend the objective.
This is exactly why I'm going to see. Yo, thank you, AR. I never really loved me that much. Woo! 5 and 5 though, in round 11. 11 loads in. That's a very fast round. Things are going south very fast on both sides. Twix got his bait, finds the double there. Storm on the 12 kill mark. See if he's going to get put down by V-Nex. Nasty sniper he's been so far. But again, now it's down to a 2v1. This time, the one is going to be on the side of UAHMT, not AFC. So AFC have numbers locked in. Storm has a 12 kill mark. Twix, the last man for their side. With those not met words, you're the last one. Complete the mission. He's got to make something work. He knows that the bomb is in a very bad spot for AFC, where they have numbers advantage, so they can make something work. And if you're Twix now, he's playing it out very, very carefully, and he's not overextended. I mean, he doesn't need to. He's the one on the defense here.
Bomb acquired. Bomb has been planted. Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
65, man, and if you're ASG, you're in a very good spot. Don't forget, it's the best of 3, but in the league phase, you have to play all 3 maps. So ASG, though, if they're able to get the first few maps, that is eventually the series locked in, but they would also be looking to close things off on all 3 maps. If you're UAHMT, however, this is the #1 team in East Africa, and they've got to find a way to actually hold up that flag high. And in the meantime, ESG are not letting that happen. ESG also being the #1 team in South Africa, so this is the battle of South versus East, and so far, South look like they are on the front 3. Twix are raging, saying not this round though. They're going to find the first 2 kills there. It's down to a 3v5, and UAHMT are going to have numbers knocked in extra on the 8 kill mark. The battle 27th in hand for them. Storm on 13, the maximum. Nasty sport to hold there. I'm going to write that one down and just remember that sport. It's not like I'm going to use it though, but you know, just know it, bro.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Defend the objectives. Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
6-7! Yo, where's Warden, guys? We need to get Warden on the cast, man. You know what? 6-7! If Warden was here, we'd be singing that anthem. But in the meantime, yeah. Oh, he's actually behind the scenes right now, guys. He's just not casting. So he's definitely singing that alongside me. But in the meantime, there are 6-7 scoreline and matches. And ASG, on the other hand, they are going to be on the back foot finally. UAHMT are looking pretty good, and they've got to find a way now to make things work and close things off. Yeah, hopefully force some, a map 3 where they're both tied up, and it can literally be anybody's game still. Steve, in the meantime, is going to get put down. Storm finds one more, extra gets put down, and now we're down to a 5v3. And if you're UAHMT, you don't have numbers to work with whatsoever, but they've got to find a way to make it work. They do know that. Batman also gets put down. Wallbang finds him, and this might be Fries in the back. Twix overextending there. Good 4-1 kill. Raging also finding one. Down to a 3v1 and 3v0. And ASG are going to take things back and tie it up. 7-7, a piece for both sides.
I mean, hopefully you guys can hear me now. I think Cal unplugged my microphone, being a little bit salty over there. But you know what? I'm glad that you guys didn't have to hear me read out the 6-7 scoreline. In fact, you guys can hear me hear the 7-7 scoreline as we're all tied up over here. I'm starting a new chain, guys. But we're back in it over here, and ASG, they have to keep that fight going. It seems like UAH has been countering every single bit of momentum that ASG have been trying to find. Has been UAH has been, what, 50 steps ahead of ASG right now within this S&D. Case in point, the scoreline currently. So let's see what ASG can pull out of the back pocket, pull deep out of the bag right now. Change the momentum. In fact, that's going to do it right there. Storm finds out Twix right now, and they have man advantage. In fact, Save's going to go down as well, putting us in a 5v2 situation, and this is beautiful if you're the ASG fan right now. Batman finding 2 instantly, though, means that numbers are going to be a lot more doable for Extra. The last man alive over for UAH in a 1v3 situation. We've seen 1v3s happen, but it won't be happening this time as ASG find themselves on match point.
Match point, and this is that they can get another for Uahmt. This is also a series point, by the way. If they win S&D, they automatically have the series, no matter how it's come with control. So if you're Uahmt, there's not a lot of ground left to fight for now if you can't claim this map. But here we go once again. It's all down to a round 16, 8 and 7 on the board. If you notice how I slowed it down at that round 16, I was doing the math, and I had to make sure I got it right, AR.
Don't look at me for answers, buddy. You can't copy off of my test because it's all incorrect answers. But either way, though, this could potentially be the final round right now, guys. 8-7 is where we stand. You can see the attempted ball banks coming out of Save right now and not finding anything. And of course, those snipes being found early on, those wall bangs being found early on is going to build so much momentum for the rest of that round. I mean, still attempting to find it, but cannot do so. And once again, we found ourselves in the standstill, this feeling out process, where we're just going to be more tactical, methodical, clinical about every play right now. As you look at that minimap, everyone posted up, waiting for the opposition to make the first step, and even more so, waiting for the opposition to make the first mistake. And of course, that always happens when you get a little bit too greedy, you get a little bit too hungry. But what I fear for ASG right now is that it happens when they wait and delay too long for this push. In fact, Storm getting taken out as well right now. We talk about the rush maybe being a hindrance to them. It could also be the slow push that is a hindrance to them. Managed to try to get onto point right now. Squid finds out Twix for a little bit of a trade, a little bit of even out. In fact, Save going to be taken out as well. Numbers advantage to ASG, and now they need to lock this down. They need to unite. They need to be the brothers in arms that they are. Hold fast and take down opposition, and they are doing so beautifully. But Badman going to swing out very quickly. Be toxic on that kill with Toxic. Take us down to a 3v2 situation. Numbers advantage still over towards ASG currently. Shots landing over on Badman. No confirmation as of yet. Raging doing the exact same thing over there. Puts the gun away for just a second. That could have been a free elimination. In fact, now it's down to a last play on UAH. And ASG go ahead and punch the ticket over on S&D for a 2-0 scoreline.
Yeah, the comments, while you were casting, I was out here reading the YT comments, and I had, I didn't hear the comments, guys. I'm not a psychic, but I did read the comments, and it said Toxic and 7Ken are just happy to be here. Like those guys, they were the only 2 players in the entirety of the entire lobby below 10 kills. Actually, both below, I think, 5 kills there. So yeah, not really their best day in the market, but it doesn't really matter as ASG are going to round up the series here to make it theirs. 2-0 on the board. They still have to play control, yes, but ultimately they've already won the entire thing. But now they have to go out with a bang. Can they win all 3 maps? Can they close things off here on a perfect note? In the meantime, look at those stats. 17 kills for Storm Yard. Damn.
I mean, they are just here for the vibes. So 5 and 4 kills in that game. They're really just playing it out for the vibes on a Saturday night. Just like, yeah, I'll hop on codm. Yeah, I'll play a little. I'll play one last game, guys. Then I gotta hop into bed. But that game is gonna end up in a 9-7 in favor to ASG, which means, Cal, we now get to move over to our control. 2-0 is our lineup here over for ASG. Will they get a clean 3-0 for this game is the question.
I don't think I want to lie to myself that much. From what I've seen so far, ASG have clearly been better, miles better. And UAHMT, they've tried to keep things close. They've actually fought back, shot back, but I think they just lack in, a couple critical, shall I say, strategies here to counter the side of ESG. Michael was a standout player that I really wanted to go and see. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Mike on the day one of the APSs in 3. And again, he's the only player, not the only player actually, but like arguably the only player that has played across 3 different teams in 3 seasons. But yeah, he's not the only player that has been in all 3 APSs. But he's a very key player to this squad. Unfortunately, we're not going to see him for the entirety of today. Hopefully on match day 2. But in the meantime, though, we're heading off to our final map in this best of 3 series. And if you're ASG so far, you've already won the entire series here. All you not need to do is go out with a bang and a perfect record. But if you're UAHMT, the number 1 team in East Africa, are you about to seriously get 3-0'd by a South African team? Roger that, guys. Once again, I have disconnected my co-caster's mic. But in the meantime, though, we're about to kickstart things off once again. UHMT and ASG in the building. If you're UHMT, guys, you know what? We're just going to call them UH, guys. The MT is a little bit too long there. But in the meantime, though, stand up for it, big dog. Smokes are going to get finished. No one think about Kyle. I love Smoke. Screen finding a double of the start of the round, yeah. And if you're ASG, well, this is where you can close things off on a very perfect note and make your sponsors proud as they go big there. A possible spawn trap, maybe, I think, but Twix says not today. Batman with the shotgun, finding that value 26 and 22. If you're up against Star, you are on the attack here. Don't forget that. You've got to find a way to make sure you're getting flag captures. They do know that, but ASG are not letting them get anywhere near that hell. 22 v 18 so far as we kickstart things off. If you're Twix though, on the 1 kill mark, trying to find any sort of value he can. They finally start to get it, or hopefully to capture the E flag. One thing about to get knocked in, but he's not going to commit to that one. Has to back it down. Look at that kill, but it's all blue. 7 Ken and Toxic finding value all over the place now. Tricks with the 1 kill mark. SMG feels him. Squid finds him, puts him down there. Storm comes in. He's not going to find that value. But look at the live count. 18 v 11. The damage is heavily being done. There's no more time on that clock. 25 and counting down very fast. And you know what, guys? I'm just going to plug back ER's mic. Yeah.
Guys, Cal, you gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta, dude, stop reaching over the camera, man. I'm trying to talk. God damn, bro. Anyway, we're back down to lives over here. 13 to 5 is where we are. UAH, no more esports within this, and the capture progressing still nonetheless over onto A, playing out as best as they can, but how good can you play with 11 lives countering you right now? ASG going ahead and getting that first one. You know what, Cal? I'm going to let you unplug my mic again and say that we're going to actually tune into the listen in right now for UAH. Let's see what they're thinking, and their calming is going to be over on this next round.
Two statue.
Bro, sentry bakali, bro.
Elbow,
Broken. On urban. Base.
Base dead. Now push up.
Close, guys.
Bakery, bot bakery.
Top now. He's still bottom. He's still bottom.
Close is dead.
Bottom low. Bottom dead.
Push, guys.
Push up.
Come. Next.
Push mid. Keep back ali, bro.
Top blue.
Top blue. Nice.
He's dead.
Now taking advantage of that despawns. You can see the capture over on B right now, approaching the full tick. 30 seconds being held off right now. Equalizer though from Toxic. Gonna find one, cannot find the second over there. Badman with a shotgun to the face. He's gonna drop the lives down to 14, but 12 over on UAH right now. Make that 11, make that 10.
That's in V4, my brother. 12 v 3, it's down to our last 3 now for the voice of UAHMT. make that final 2, about to become final 1. Batman still fighting, explodes the car, Phoenix gets put down, but I don't think that's going to do a lot of damage for their side. It's all down to these 2 players now. The B flag, 2 ticks already locked in, 1 more tick to go, and I think they're going to get that capture now. Batman goes in, shotgun, find to kill, 3 boxes, Toxic with a nasty nade throw, able to close things off and shot him down. And if you're the voice of Uahmt, this is just not the game that you'd look forward to. Their very first showing in the APS, and somehow, they're about to get 3-0'd by ASGR sponsors for the APS. 30v30, round 3 opens up once again. And oh yeah, if you're wondering why I'm solo casting, I have once again unplugged ER's mic. He's going to be back soon though. We are expecting him back soon. But War Machine popped down. Squid finding the value. Phoenix finding the value. Look at the kill, but it's going to be all blue. It's raining down blues and Preds. And my freaking god, up against no value being found. A total annihilation now from this side. South Africa might be better than East Africa after all. Phoenix and 7K are going to find values once again. Steve able to get through on that kill feed. Only good for 1. 7K gets put down. 26v18. UH have to get a flag captures. They are on the exact, and they do know that there's no more time on the clock. They're going to make a move now and now. But 24 and 16, Nix is still being thrown, Smokes are still being thrown. ASG are dominating that kill feed, but I'm going to take that back now. Batman goes big, finds double. C finds 1 more small on that kill feed. 21v15, there's no more time on that clock. 40 and counting down, so up against all, they've got to get flag captures. They do know that though. Look at the kill feed once again. It's going to be the entirety of blue, and ASG are dominating it once again. Storm so far on the 14 kill mark. Toxic might have had a balance and deep, but on control, he's an absolute monster. 20 and counting. He finally gets put down there. 18v9. UH are trying so hard to fight back, but they can't stand on their own 2 feet. They're staggering, and it's all due to that claw. Squid now finding a triple kill, but 3 players down. A spawn trap ensues. ASG are in their spawn. Up against now, down to 1 final player. Save from Garena, 15 kill mark, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He gets put down, and ASG are through. 3-0 control, 3-0 series. Ha!
I hope I'm back, because that was absolute insanity to actually witness. 3-0. Clean. Done. Just like that. ASG. Man, oh man. Absolute domination here in our second series. Cal, I'm going to give you a round of applause for that commentary, man. That was absolutely insane. And you wonder why I call you the Eminem of commentary. I mean, that right there, that was Rap God in person, live in concert here. Hit subscribe for the next one, ladies and gentlemen. But ASG, a 3-0 right now. And 22 is topping our leaderboard at the end there. 22 and 8 over from Squid. Absolutely incredible. Man, that's series number 2, Kel. What's the next one gonna be like?
I mean, I can't believe this guy doesn't get the recognition he deserves, because nobody's ever said, you know what, Squid is one of the best players in Africa. Nobody ever says that. Whenever we're talking about the top 5 players in Africa, nobody ever mentions Squid. But then, consistently across all 3 APS seasons, you've seen Squid drop 60+ kills in hardpoints. You've seen Squid top frag on literally every control map, every hardpoint map, and for some weird reason, he's still not in that top 5 debate in Africa quite yet. But my god, this man, outstanding player, no doubt. But in the meantime though, ASG are going to win all 3 freaking maps. And once again guys, I can tell you as a fact, I did not predict Uahmt to win this team. I was forced by production. You guys can write it down, okay?
We have no proof of that, Cal. You said UAH, that's all we heard.
I did not say
Clip it and ship it. Cal said UAH over there. I insta-locked ASG. I read the script thoroughly. I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I'm like Doctor Strange in here, man. I saw 14,605 futures, and all of them were ASG winning that series. Cal, we're not done yet though, man. We've still got 2 more series coming for all of these beautiful viewers to witness, for us to commentate over. Guys, we're gonna take an intermission, get those lobbies set up for you. The action is far from done. In the meanwhile, in this intermission, I'm gonna go find Cal and stop him from unplugging my mic. We'll see you in a bit.